sure Middleton is an advocate of the High Court South Africa, joins us now from Maidenhead. Thank you for joining us on Sky News. So, were you surprised to start with that he was extradited from the United Kingdom to South Africa?
I was actually very surprised at the time.
Why?
There obviously was a number of questions involving Mr. Dewani's civil liberty rights. Should he have been convicted, given the state of South African prisons?
You mean that there would have been a concern about his safety and security had he been convicted, and that needs to be taken into account when deciding whether someone's extradited?
Well, absolutely. This is a question that the Australian High Court has raised in the past, and they formed the view that extraditing somebody to South Africa, should they be incarcerated, wouldn't have been a safe and a proper or a fair incarceration, given the state of South African prisons.
So what happened as far as this case is concerned? Why did it collapse so monumentally?
Well, simply put, it was the state's evidence, like in this country, the state presented its evidence, and the three witnesses, as we now know, were inconsistent. So when the state closed its case, the defense made an application that in what the English would call that there was no case to answer. This is brought in terms of Section 174 of the Criminal Procedure Act.
Okay, so as far as the prosecution is concerned, sorry to interrupt there, sir, as far as the prosecution is concerned, they complained subsequently to say, we provided all of our evidence to say this is why we think that he is guilty, but they then complained that the defence didn't do the same. But that's not how it works, is it?
No, it's not how it works, and one must appreciate that the state, the public prosecutors have access to their witnesses, and they should know whether or not they've got a triable case and whether or not they can meet the burden of proof, which we all know in a criminal case is far higher than in a civil case. And it begs the question whether or not they should have actually brought this prosecution in the first place.
Yep, South Africa held up as one of the finest legal systems in the world, but we've had two worldwide, very high-profile cases of late, the Dewani case and also the Oscar Pistorius trial, and some might suggest that the way that both of them have gone shows that there are some flaws in the system.
Absolutely, without hesitation, having been trained as an advocate in South Africa and practicing as a barrister at the English bar, I can say that the South African legal system, backed by a constitution, is one of the finest legal systems in the world. It takes its heritage from England. However, it's not the legal system that is at fault. It's the implementation of the legal system that is falling short of the mark.
Thank you so much for joining us on Sky News. Thank you.